The line graph compares the fast food consumption of teenagers in Australia. In 1975, the most popular fast food with Australian teenagers was fish and chips, being eaten 100 times a year. This was far higher than pizza and hamburgers, which were consumed approximately 5 times a year. The biggest rise was seen in hamburgers as the occasions they were eaten increased sharply throughout the 1970s and 1980s, then slowing down till 2000.
The pie charts show the amount of revenue and expenditures in 2016 for a children's charity. Firstly, donated food accounted for the majority of the income, while program services accounted for the most expenditure. Community contributions, which were the second largest revenue source, and followed by program revenue, at 2.2%. Investment income, government grants, and other income were very small sources of revenue. Expenditure items, fundraising and management in general were 2.6% and 1.6% respectively.
The given picture illustrates a small island before and after it was developed for tourism. The island is 100 meters long, has palm trees, surrounded by the sea, and has a beach at one of its ends. However, turning to the second picture, we can see that most of the empty space has been occupied to construct new facilities, like accommodations, restaurant, swimming facilities, etc. There is also a short road linking the pier with the reception and restaurant, and every other area is connected via a footpath. The pie chart is about the distribution of sources of energy. The two graphs show that oil was the major energy source in both 1980 and 1990, and that coal, natural gas, and hydroelectric power remained in much the same proportions. On the other hand, there was a dramatic rise in nuclear power, which doubled its percentage over the 10 years. To conclude, we can say that the usage has started shifting from oil to nuclear power. The two pie charts compare the percentages of online sales across different retail sectors in Canada in the years 2005 and 2010. In 2010, food and beverage captures the largest proportion of the online market with 32% market share, while home furnishings holds the smallest portion of online sales. During the 5-year period, we can see that people are preferring to purchase the video game and food and beverage online, whereas online sales of home furnishing industry and electronics and appliance have fallen considerably. The given illustration compares the amount spent on restaurant foods and on home cooking foods in 4 different years. In the year 1990, 90% of total food budget was spent on homemade foods, but in 2010, an average family spent only 50% of total budget on homemade meals. It shows people's habit of having meals in restaurants. To conclude, we can say that through more than 30 years, having meals in a restaurant, whether in fast food or sit-down one, has become very popular.